Hello and welcome to this new series of 15 modules on the subject of how to study effectively. Today is the first module and I invite you to change. It's a new world, haven't you noticed? The so-called world order has changed, but of course basic human values remain entire. It's a new world. Social, political, economic processes which have worked well in the past, in the 60s, 70s, may not be valid today, and even less so tomorrow. Today, strength is not just found in wealth of resources and money, but in knowledge and competencies. Which is why we are inviting you to improve your own competencies. But first, look at this saying of Mahatma Gandhi. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. If you don't change yourself, then nothing will change. So, based on my own experience as a teacher trainer in UN, etc., I've taken time to produce these programs with MCA colleagues, with you in mind. You, a college student of 14 to 18, Form 4 to Upper 6, or even a university student, undergraduate student. And these programs will help you to apprendre à apprendre, learning to learn, with the aim of addressing some of the life problems and learning needs which young Mauritian people have in Mauritius in these early years of the 21st century. Apprendre en direct with the MCA. So we're going to try to teach you, learn how to learn and learn how to become a more effective student. Don't you wish to do that? Many of us still cling to old ways, and almost all education system still train students for life in last century. Don't you wish to update and change all that? How? Very simply. You must be prepared and trained, which means to succeed in your present studies and in your daily life, strive to improve yourself. The main task of a student is to become, of course, a better student. How to do that? One simple way is to become better at the things you do in your present life. If you play football, try to become a better footballer. If you like telling stories, a better storyteller for your friends. A better looking, at least a better groomed person. A more friendly neighbor. A person you can rely on. And finally, clearly, a better student. And to help you become a better student, we're going to go through a series of techniques of note-taking, listening, memorization, of corner for study, etc., etc. Techniques that I hope you could acquire and most importantly, of course, use in your studies. We start. Are you aware of those 4 steps in learning? Well, please be aware of them. Attention, reflection, memorization, utilization. To help you remember that, we've called them ARMU, A-R-M-U. Some people prefer, instead of utilization, they prefer application. So it'll read A-R-M-A. So those 4 steps. It isn't sufficient just to pay attention in class. That is not enough. So, who can best assess the state of your own consciousness than yourself? So to start the ball rolling, to start you on the way to change, I'm going to conclude this first program, this first module, by asking you to consider a number of ideal human values and ask you to choose A, B or C in these particular values. Value A, value 1, it will come just now. Tell me whether you presently live by such a value, or you wish to live by such value. Or B, you have heard about it, and you may decide henceforth to live by this value. Or C, that is your absolute right, you consider the statement to be worthless, incorrect, or misguided. Let us make a start. Value 1. Do you know what is important in your own life? In other words, do you become and stay focused? In daily life, do you strive to look at important things first? Or the question is A, B, or C. Do you do that? Do you wish you do that? Or you think that's not important? Value 2. Do you practice peace? Are you a peaceful being? Do you love peace and share it with others? Again, tell me, is that a value you apply, you like, or you wish to apply, or you think this is of no importance? This, of course, is a self-evaluation of yourself by yourself on the way to change. Value 3. Are you proactive? This is a very important value, I must say. A proactive person is the one who takes initiative to act, not just one who sits and waits and stares. The typical Mauritian saying, "Asizamba la boutique," is not somebody who just do that. Value 4, do you consider the consequences of every action you do? Value 5, do you always practice the truth? Always. One nice thing about telling the truth is that you don't have to remember what you said because you said the truth. Admiration, not envy. Is that your way of thinking? To envy others neither diminishes their good fortune nor increases your own. Value 7, non-violence. Non-violence is a very deep philosophy. Not only does it require me, you, to harm no one physically, but to avoid harming anyone's self-respect. When I have learned to be gentle with myself, then I can be gentle with others. You know history, how non-violence was used by Gandhi, amongst others, to solve extraordinary problems. Value 8, have you developed what you call beautiful manners? I'm not necessarily saying good manners, beautiful manners. A person that has of wisdom has good, beautiful manners that have grown out of a genuine respect and love for others. Manners, in the sense, have nothing to do with a specific culture or a specific type of education. It is simply a matter of humanity. When we are at the receiving end of such manners, we feel that some deeper part of us has been honored. Value 9, contemplation. Are you, even at your young age, are you a gardener of life's phases? Not hungry for immediate results. In any case, immediate results cannot be obtained. Whenever there are storms, will you be stopped rushing around? But prepare, work carefully, and let events unfold at their own pace. Do you know when it is right to wait, when it is right to act? Patience tells us that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and that we can get over there one step at a time. The value of contemplation. Value 10, the subject of this program, being open to change. Everything around us is constantly changing, but you must realize and accept that you have no control over 80%, maybe 90%, maybe 99% of it. Then you're able to embrace change. Be a part, an actor of change, as I've said earlier on, rather than being somebody who submit to it passively. Value 11, contentment. When you think of yesterday without regret and tomorrow without fear, you are near contentment. In summary, we invite you to take a new approach in life in becoming a better student. As Gandhi said, you must be the change you wish to see in the world. Or putting it in a simpler way, using our Mauritian Creole, vivre bien pour apprendre bien. In other words, we are inviting you to look at these human values to improve the way in which you live. And that, of course, will lead you to become a better student. This was Module 1 in our series, How to Study Effectively. Invitation to be with us for the next lesson. In Module 2, we will look at understanding your personality and your brain. With this, it is goodbye until next time.